What's up? Okay, so I've been talking a lot about juicing lately, so I figured I'd make a video for anybody who wanted to see what I'm talking about. And I've already started. I started making a video, but I did it sideways, and then I did this, and then it was sideways, but my head was sideways, so I'm halfway through it. But anyway, I put in some bok choy and parsley, all chopped up, because that's the kind of blender I have. Asparagus, sweet potato, red peppers, cucumbers, lemon, tomatoes, beets, ginger, and a jalapeno, grapes, and an apple. I normally don't use this much stuff, but I have some stuff that's going bad, like the tomato and the grapes, so I wanted to get those in here. And what I'm doing is basically just taking all these, for those who don't know what juicing is, I'm taking all the vegetables that are filled with nutrition and vitamins and all kinds of stuff. There's no way I could eat all that like 4 times a day or 3 or 2 or whatever you decide to do. So you put it in this juicer and it comes out, there, like that. This is an Omega Vert 350, and the bad stuff comes out, the fiber stuff comes out over here, and the juice comes out there. A lot of people say, I heard juicing's bad for you. I mean, it's not as good as blending, which isn't necessarily true. It just takes out a lot of the fiber that you would normally get if you put all this in a blender, but you're going to drink all of this. So this would be like, I don't know, 3 pitchers full probably. And what this does is it takes out, and this particular juicer actually gives you a lot of pulp. So for whenever I'm emptying that part, the juice, I'll put it on a strainer and then put it in a bowl like that, and then I'll transfer the bowl to my thing so that it's easy to pour, and plus it looks all yummy and healthy and shit. So anyway, this is where the stuff comes out. I'll put a cucumber in there and flush things out a little bit. And as it fills up, I'll just dump it in there and then keep on filling it up. Normally I don't use this many items, but like I said, I was running out. And this particular model, here, I'm going to set this up over here. This particular model is good for, it's a little slower than your juicer that most people have in their kitchen, which is one of those like, and you can put the whole apple in it, but it oxidizes the nutrients. Also puts more foam in your drink, and it's a lot thicker. But this way, if I use the strainer, I have the option if I want the pulp. And believe me, this thing has a lot of pulp. But the pulp's good because you need the fiber. Now, when I was talking blending versus juicing, yes, you don't get as much fiber from juicing. But if you have a blender too, that's what I put most of my fruits in, and I make smoothies. Like soft fruits. Soft fruits like, peaches. What the hell? Stay up. Work with me. There we go. I hope. Peaches, strawberries, grapes, bananas. I don't ever put a banana in this thing. That thing is like slush. But I love bananas. And one of my friends was telling me about, she wants to put some protein in it, because I drink like 2 big pitchers of this 1 pitcher in the morning and then 1 pitcher in the afternoon of the green drink, basically, because that's what I'm going for right now, is the health, getting all my nutrients, detoxing my body. And I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I also eat a lot of vegetables that I don't normally eat when they're cooked. Like, I don't really like beets that much, but in here, they're amazing. Like, they really, and ginger, I guess you could call it an acquired taste, but it's not crazy. It just the ginger actually makes my drink because it takes away the ginger and the apple really help sweeten this up. Okay, I'm using my strainer over there as a holder, so I'm gonna dump this in here. Normally I would dump it in the strainer. Keep on going. So, more bok choy. This is the main ingredient of this drink, even though there's a bunch of other ones, but this is what they call the base. So you can use celery as a base. That's usually what I use in the morning. And then kale. Kale and celery go together. Perfect. They're awesome. Whoops. I'm going to put in something wet after that lettuce. I mean, that's just the way you juice this juicer, not necessarily everything. But I wouldn't mind having like a $99 like Breville kick-ass. You put the whole apple in for those mornings when you just don't feel like chopping stuff up. But I actually like it. It's kind of fun. And I don't know exactly what all these items do for me. I've watched a bunch of videos and read some books about that. I know that these are the good vegetables, but I don't know exactly what each vegetable has in it, like vitamin K, A, B, C, whatever. So I'm learning that right now. But I know for a fact that kale is king and celery is amazing. And this is the first time I'm trying a jalapeno. I don't really like spicy stuff, but when in these drinks it's pretty good. And usually I'm pleasantly surprised with how these work out. They're usually pretty good. Like, way better than I would assume. Don't assume. I'm 90% wrong every time I do anyway. Seriously. Alright, let's put in some asparagus. Now put in some tomato, some ginger, a beet, more tomato, ginger. Ginger is awesome. It really takes away the bitterness of the green taste. If you just drink this normal or just green, it'd be kind of like drinking dirt. But it doesn't taste that bad because we're humans, and it's like it tastes like it's supposed to taste. And all this food is, most of this is organic. I don't buy any of my fruit at the supermarket unless it's organic, and it can be a little expensive. But I do go to Fresh Pickens. It's a little market where they have three kinds of fruit, and the first one is GMO and vegetables, which is like genetically modified or something like that. But it's not even real. And then there's the next step, which is basically farmers market stuff, which is, can have pesticides on it, but you can wash that off, and it's not bad. It's cheaper than Whole Foods. And then you go to organic, man, that can get expensive. It can be a difference between twice the money you put into this. So like if I spend $20 at the farmer's market for the same thing at Whole Foods, it'd probably be $40. And I do go to Whole Foods, believe me. I love knowing that everything's organic. And I'm new at this, so I'm not bragging or anything. I don't know shit about this, but I know that I feel 1,000 times better. I look forward to waking up now. I mean, seriously, literally, I look forward to waking up, and I start thinking about what I'm going to make the night before. I'm like, and then I'll look around, like, when I'm making smoothies, I got mangoes and coconuts. I can't wait to try that. I've never opened a coconut, but I've watched a video on how to do it, and can't wait. All that. If you open the coconut, take the water out, drink it, do whatever you want, add it to your smoothie, add it to your vegetable drink. This is getting full. I need to transfer it. But the white part inside, man, that's getting big. The white part inside, what you do is you take it out. You can either use a spoon, or I've seen some other ways we can cut it out. But you chop it up, then you put it in here, and what comes out of this is like a froth. And then you can put that froth in your blender with your smoothie, and then, oh my God, I can't wait to try it. It looks so good. So anyway, yeah, this one's a little red from the beets. I like my drinks to be like green because it looks yummy. And I'm gonna make a drink that looks like poo, and it still tastes awesome, but it's not very appealing. I love looking at my drink in a glass and it's like green, like nice green. And usually those taste pretty good too. And the lemon, by the way, a lemon and limes, those are kind of what they consider as like free fruits. Because fruits have a lot of sugar in them, and this stuff doesn't. So, lemons and limes you can add to your vegetable drink, and it really takes off the grass taste. It adds everything. And it doesn't have much sugar at all, and they're good for you. Well, all this shit's good for you, really. When it comes down to brass tacks and whatnot. I got 2 things left. Come on, baby. Notice the last thing was the cucumber. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna need this strainer, so I'll see what I can do here. Alright. So I'll put the strainer on my little bowl. And this is gonna be, here's what we got. It's gonna be thick. There's a lot of fucking fiber. There's a lot of shit in there. A lot of fiber. But I'm not in the mood to drink fiber because I've had a big lunch. I went to Piccadilly with my dad, so I've got plenty of fiber. So I'm gonna drink this as a drink. Well, they're all drinks, but I'm gonna drink this without all the food particles and whatnot. And they're not bad whenever you're drinking it. It's just like a little bit of extra food in your mouth, and you might have a bigger mustache. But come on, man. Get in my belly. There's a little bit still in there, still juicing. So I'll dump that in there. Now I'm done. Cleanup's easy. I save all my stuff from the compost. Which if I don't start a garden soon, I thought I showed you. That's a big old bag of awesome stuff for your garden. And people even say they put that in their kibble for the dogs and stuff. So the dog, you put it in with your food, with their food. So here's what this kind of looks like. I'm gonna mash around so I can get through. Anyway, this stuff I just feel so good when I wake up, and sleeping is amazing. I go to bed at like, not 9 o'clock. It doesn't matter what time you go to bed, you're just gonna sleep awesome. I wake up at like 5:30. I woke up at 5:30 this morning. But I rode my bike and then went swimming. And I went to my mom's. I'm starting to go there every morning. She has a juicer, so we have breakfast together, if you want to call it that. My juices are way better. She doesn't really like lemon. Don't go to her for a trial. Go to me. I'll make it taste good. Okay. So that, oh wait, that's the pulp left from that. That would normally be in your drink, and it's actually not bad. All it is the same stuff that's in your drink. It's just, that's your fiber. And so it depends on the juicer. People are like, the blender gets your fiber, and it's like, yeah, but you're also drinking a hell of a lot, and it's real thick and shit, So let me do this. Alright. Start a Start a new one. Finish off this rest of this pitcher here. So I'm going to pour the rest of this in the strainer. That's really watery, so that's going to go through easy. Yeah, I feel great. It's supposed to make your skin all glowy and stuff, but that's 6 months a year down the road, I believe. I don't know, but I'm not looking at this as like a overnight thing. I'm looking at this as like a everyday thing for the rest of my life. It's just, everyone should be, when you're born in America or around the world for that matter, everyone should be provided some kind of gift certificate to a juicer that you can buy at some point in your life, because you don't know that you actually, this is all the shit that you need as a human being. And it's not in our everyday stuff. I was a fast food junkie, and I thought when I ate a salad I was doing good. That's not shit. The salads I'm making on this thing, out of this thing, are like literally 50 times the size of the salad that I thought I was, okay, I'm going to have a good salad today. I'm going to make some orange juice. I'm going to have orange juice with my eggs. Well, now I make my own orange juice, and it's fantastic, You can make nuts. Those are good, too. I'm just now starting to get into those. I learned how to make almond milk. It's amazing. You just get a bunch of almonds, like 2 cups. Put them in a glass of water overnight, or a cup of water overnight. And then in the morning, they're ready to go. Put them in your juicer. Out comes milk, almond milk. You can put that in your drink. You can put it in your smoothie, whatever you want. I haven't gotten into yogurts yet because the smoothies taste fine without that stuff. And I'm trying to do like a health cleanse. So, each person is different, but I'm going to definitely do juice for the rest of my life. I just don't understand. People, it's nutrition ignorance. That's what it is. It's like, I saw that on Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. That's the movie that got me into gear. I watched it about a year ago, and I was like, yeah, that's awesome. I need to do that one day. Whenever I start my new thing, I'm going to do that. And August, I was ready. I didn't start. Then January came, and I was like, well, resolutions are cliche. So, well, they're true because they work. Anyway, so finally, I got drunk a few weeks ago and forgot what I was doing. Thought I'd end up in jail or dead. So I watched Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. And it completely was the catalyst to me changing my life and getting my life on track. And, I like other stuff. I quit drinking. Because that's what's fucking my life up. And if something else is in my life that's fucking it up, I'll figure that out and I'll stop. And smoking is my next big hurdle. I'm not quite ready yet, but it's in my game plan. So you can quit right now if you really want to. This is hard. That's my vice right now. So, anyway, let's see. Here's what it looks like. Big old pooey looking. Actually, it's kind of orangey red orange. So it's not so baby poo. I made some baby poo the other day. It was amazing. Looks like shit and tastes amazing. It was fantastic. Let's see. And the cool thing about all this stuff is you don't ever have to use soap to clean it because it's all vegetables. You just clean it real good with some hot water. And there you go, my first jalapeno. Let's see. Woo woo. Oh, that's got a good taste, but boy, is it spicy. I'm a hoo-ha. I'm a pussy whenever it comes to spices. So this is just at my level of, I can handle that without like squinching. Like the second batch of crawfish when you're, who made this shit and why do we need ice to eat it? This is excellent. That picture's going to be gone in about 20 minutes. I don't just chug them. Occasionally I do. It just depends if I'm going out the door or not. I usually kind of sit on it, sip it, and enjoy it. Sometimes I have to hold myself back from chugging it because it tastes so good. I'm not kidding. This is me talking. I'm not lying. I swear it tastes awesome. Especially when you realize what's in it and how much it is helping you. And you get this fat ass to not fat ass. Anyway, hope you enjoy it. I made this for my friends, but whoever else watches it, that's cool. I know that all my Facebook posts are like, couldn't be annoying because all I post is like pictures of my breakfast. It's just vegetables and shit. And oh yeah, this is the first time I tried bok choy too. So that's amazing. It's great. Anyway, love you guys. And if anybody ever has a question or anything, call me. I'll make you a juice in a heartbeat. I'd love to. Later, y'all.